Good evening, Nick Glenn here, and this is my first recording. I'm probably going to screw it all up, but either way, I'm Cadence and Keegan Glenn's dad, and I found that I've been having numerous conversations with the fathers of other high-level athletes all around the country. So I talked to a guy in Maryland regularly. His daughter has won world championships, pans, this and that, and the other, and we just talked shop about both of our high-level athlete daughters. He doesn't have a son, so we don't talk about Keegan a whole lot. I found myself in a conversation earlier today with a dad from Oklahoma, and he has a son and a daughter, both very high level athletes. And it kind of just inspired me to just have a little conversation with y'all. So, because I'm noticing themes in these different conversations, and also being a part of the Parents of BJJ Facebook group, there's a lot of parents asking a lot of the same stuff. So in this video, I want to talk about how to manage disappointment and in the results of a tournament or super fight or whatnot. So I was talking to a gentleman, and his daughter could have performed better at a fight to win, but didn't really get the results neither one of them were looking for. She froze in front of the lights, if you will. And so he was contemplating, do I want to send her out for another one? Do I want to send her out for ADCC youth trials? Do I want to risk the time, money, effort, this and that? And this sport is expensive. So my feedback to him was that, like Cadence. So Cadence right now, I think she's ranked #1 in the world in IBJJF in her division. I know she was last year. I believe she's #2 right now, but I think the #1 girl already got her purple belt, and so she just hasn't updated her stuff with IBJJF. Either way, Cadence, when she was first blue belt and started doing IBJJF, I don't think she had a single win in a year, a whole year. So it was wild because she maintained a positive attitude throughout, like at least in front of people, but quietly, like she would be upset and stuff, and obviously, right, because she puts in a lot of work and whatnot. So we started having conversations, like what's going on in a match, like through your head. She's like, nothing. I black out. I was like, okay, so can you hear your coach? No. Okay, well, that's a problem. So we had a choice, like just hold off on competitions or more of it, right? And I fall back to the movie The Accountant. I don't know if you've seen it, great movie. But Ben Affleck is an autistic guy in the movie. And as a child, his mom wants to put him into a sensory-friendly school, have a sensory-friendly environment. The dad's a military guy, and he's like, no, my son doesn't need that. If he's going to be triggered by a variety of things, he just needs to be exposed to more of it, right? So we took that same mentality and applied it to Cadence. And we said, okay, you just need to compete more and get used to it. But we're going to change our focus. The goal isn't necessarily to win. If you win, that's a bonus, right? The goal is progress. And so we celebrated the little wins, right? And that's what we call them, little wins, milestones, whatever you want to call it. But in a match, if she was able to listen to her coach and hear her coach, make adjustments based off of what her coach said, that's a win, right? And so it really helped her to maintain a positive mindset and see that, okay, I'm making progress, right? And slowly but surely, she got better and in all aspects. And she started climbing the ranks and doing a lot better in tournaments and whatnot. So the feedback I gave regarding this gentleman's daughter was, don't hold her back from doing super fights. Don't hold her back from doing, say, like ADCC Youth Worlds. Encourage her, right? And talk about what's going on in her head during a match. Why she doesn't perform or didn't perform in front of the big lights. And it is hard. It was a big concern of mine when Cadence had her first pro fight. I'm like, oh, please don't go out there and crap the bed. And she didn't, right? But the progress has been made where she can listen under pressure, which is a challenge. So I encourage them to have those conversations with the daughter. Like, maybe she just doesn't hear anything. And so she just needs to be exposed to it more, as frustrating as it may be, but eventually they get over that hill. So I would encourage you as parents, other people struggling, if you're an athlete and you're not getting the results you want, kind of dissect it a little bit and see where you can bring it down to making progress, like just these little achievements at a time. And if you get your hand raised at the end, cool, that's a bonus. But celebrate the little wins. And I take this with me at work. I work in oil and gas and have had an opportunity to put together like a lot of high performing teams. And that's something we talk about all the time, right? Like let's learn fast, let's fail fast, let's pivot, and let's get better. And I'll talk more about that some other time. But celebrate the little wins, make progress. Progress is progress. Can't argue with that. So talk to you guys soon. Thank you.